Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are exploring Drip, which is a marketing automation tool. You can use it to create email sequences and pop-ups and all sorts of automated campaigns. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the basics of Drip and what it has to offer, and just keep in mind that for the sake of this video, I'm utilizing the 14-day free trial. So if you were to sign up and pay, you are going to see more than you're going to see on my screen right now. So I'm logged into my account right now, and one of the first things I want to point out is the very clean and simple user interface that Drip offers. Even if you're new to marketing automation, you're going to have an easier time kind of navigating because there aren't really that many places to get lost. Right here on your dashboard, you can immediately see a few popular options for things you might want to do next, like sending out an email, or creating a workflow. Or if you want more options, you can go to the menu here on the left-hand side and navigate to the desired page from here. The first place I want to spend some time is in campaigns, because if you use a marketing automation tool, this is where you're going to be doing a lot of your work. Now you're going to see here that Drip offers single emails or email series, but if we click on email series, those are now a legacy feature. So your options are single email campaigns or workflows, which we're going to get to in a minute. If you wanted to send a single email, they walk you through it step by step, so it's pretty manageable. So if we go to create, you can use their visual builder, or if you have coding experience, you can use the text or HTML option. If this were me, I would use the visual builder. You can give it a name, and this is where you would design it. If you want to start from scratch, you can do so here. If you have your own templates stored, you can use those, or you can use Drip's templates. They offer a split test option here. So for example, if you wanted to split test two different headers or two different opening paragraphs, they make it really easy to do that. All you would need to do is click on the template that you want to use, and on this next screen, this is where we customize everything. Just about everything is editable. Images, text, the text on the button. Of course, we've got social links down here. You don't need to know graphic design. You don't need to know how to code. This is all very user-friendly if you need it to be. Once you're done editing, you'll see a preview here, and you can view it across different devices. And this is also where you would specify who you want to send it to. Okay, so that's just a very quick overview of how you would create a single email campaign in Drip. Now, I mentioned earlier over here, email series, which is no longer available. So in that case, what Drip is telling us to do instead is create a workflow. Now, the difference between workflows and email series when they still existed was that email series that's exactly what it sounds like. It's a series of emails. Workflows are a lot more flexible and robust. An email might be part of a workflow, but a workflow can also contain several other things. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here. If we go to the workflows page and click create, you'll see that you can build one from scratch or from a template. I'm going to go with a template. And if we scroll down here, here's one of the templates they provide. If you're using Shopify for your store, you could click on this, and you'll see here what this specific template would look like and kind of how it's different from an email series. So with this template, it kicks off when a user buys something from your Shopify store. That's the trigger. Once they do that, they're going to get the first email saying, "Thank you for your purchase." After that, we're telling Drip, wait 5 days or however many days you would decide. And then a second email goes out. So basically you could install this template, tweak it to fit your needs, and away you go. If you don't find a template that fits, then in that case, you would just build one from scratch. If we want to see how that works, we can go back here, create, scratch, and it's still pretty user-friendly. Just plan to spend a little more time on it. They have all sorts of triggers and options available. Maybe you want to track people who click on a link, whether it's on your site or in an email. That could be a trigger. Actions, there are all types of actions. If we click here, you can see that you can add a person to a workflow, add a tag to that person, flag them as a prospect, which is super valuable. And basically you can keep building this out, make it as long or as short as you want, and tell Drip exactly what to do with users based on their behavior. Drip is good for all types of brands, but it's especially good for e-commerce businesses. And in fact, if we go back here to campaigns and we go to email templates, and then we click to drip templates, you're going to see that a lot of these look very product-based, very sales-based. It's for brands trying to sell something. And interestingly, if we go back to the homepage for drip.com and we scroll down and look at integrations somewhere, here we are, WooCommerce, Shopify, they have a lot of integrations, but we're seeing things that are very clearly related to e-commerce. A lot of brands, some that you might be familiar with, have great things to say about Drip. A lot of brands, some of which you might be familiar with, have a lot of great things to say about Drip. For instance, if we look at Haute Hijab, they saw a 25 to 35% increase in revenue that came from email, more than $1 million in revenue that they were able to attribute to Drip, and 30% increase in their average order value, which is super impressive. Every tool has pros and cons, and we've talked about, all the positive things and the things that Drip is great at. What are some of the drawbacks? Well, we would be remiss if we didn't talk for a moment about pricing. The pricing is going to go up based on how many subscribers you have on your list, which, if you have a more modest number, isn't that big of a deal. But you'll see here, as it climbs, you can expect to spend a lot more, and some of the features are going to change in that you'll get more. So for instance, if we look at 3,500 people, the price per month is $59, and you get email support. If we go up just a little bit to 5,500, you'll see it added chat and email support. So they do give you a little bit more as you spend more, but it's just something to be aware of. As your list grows, you're going to be spending more and more and more. And you are going to hit a point where they tell you to contact them for a custom quote. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. So 200,000 people, roughly. That's a big email list. You get, look at this, almost 2.5 million emails you're able to send. Dedicated customer success manager, free migration. So you're getting a lot, but they're not putting the price here for a reason. And that's probably because it's going to be a pretty hefty price tag. If you have a mammoth list, this is something to be aware of. Or if you're trying to grow a very big list. Also, if we go back to some of the features, Drip does not have a landing page builder. That's a feature that is going to be very common in comparable tools, but it just doesn't exist in Drip. Also, as I mentioned, this is suited mostly for e-commerce brands. If you're not e-commerce, you can still use it, but just keep in mind that you're not going to be Drip's target audience. If you're not e-commerce, it might benefit you to shop around a little bit more before committing to Drip. Overall, Drip seems like a reliable tool for brands, for e-commerce brands in particular, and there don't seem to be any glaring issues, but before committing to any tool, before investing your time and your money into it, you should ask yourself, is this the best tool for me and my business? And this is really important. You need to think about how Drip is going to work alongside any other tools you might be using. They need to work together holistically and seamlessly, and that's incredibly difficult to do when you're using multiple tools at once. A more suitable option might be switching to something that's more all-encompassing, and in that case, you should look for an all-in-one tool like EngageBay. EngageBay combines marketing, sales, CRM, and customer support. You can use the different tools individually, but there's the all-in-one option there, and you can't beat the price. It brings everything together under one roof if that's what you want. EngageBay makes it really easy to manage everything under one roof if that's what you're looking for, although you do still have the option to utilize the different features and tools individually. But if you do want to do everything within EngageBay, you can't beat the price. If we look at the most expensive plan, it's currently about $120 a month, and that's for the all-in-one package. $120 a month. If we go back to Drip and consider investing the same amount roughly per month, this is what you're getting. So you're not getting nearly the same amount of features and tools that you would if you were to invest the same amount of money in EngageBay. And check this out, unlimited contacts, 7,000 to 8,000. You can try EngageBay for free. There's a free trial, and there's also a forever free tier if you just want to kind of take it for a test drive before really committing. But this is one of the most all-inclusive marketing automation tools you're going to find. Whether you work in sales or marketing or customer support, EngageBay helps you manage everything side by side. And that's exactly what a successful business needs to grow and thrive. If you want to sign up for free, you can do it right on the website in the top right corner, or you can request a demo if you want one of the experts from EngageBay to show you the tool in action. All right, that's it for today. I hope you found this helpful. Be sure to drop us a comment and say hello. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.